Okay, here we go. Doing it during Raw, but that's okay. I really want to get this done so I can watch the Bears game. Go Bears. But here we go. This is Summer Wrestling. The final day of summer. So that means this is the final week of the Summer Wrestling. This is week 13, and this is DVD week, where you just take one DVD and take one match from each DVD, and a match I've never seen before. So I have 8 matches, 8 TVs. So here we go. First match I watched. It was from ECW's Unreleased Volume 1 or 2. I think it was Volume 1, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna say, I think it was Volume 1. ECW Unreleased Volume 1. And it was from November to Remember, 1999. Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka. And this was 4 1/4 stars. Just a classic ECW match. Tables, and I think there was chair shots and violence. I don't know if there's any blood, but the crowd was going nuts. The crowd loved it. I loved it. Great match. 4 1/4 stars. Okay, next match I saw. This is from this Best of Saturday Night Main Event DVD. My dog's like crying over me. Move over here. Get my dog out of the way. Put a pillow here. Okay, so my next, so Hulk Hogan and the Big Bossman from Saturday Night's Main Event on May 27, 1989. This was from the Best of Saturday Night Main Event DVD. I think that's what it's called. Freestar match. It's a cage match. I told you it's an average, basic match, nothing special. Except for one spot. There's one spot where Bossman's on the cage and Hogan suplexes him off the cage wall onto the floor. I thought it was now it might not be now it might be an okay spot, but for 1989 that must have been unbelievable. If you're a fan of 1989 to see that spot, and even today it looks really cool. The spot even today it would be maybe not like a huge like holy shit spot, but still a really good spot that for that it was not it's not pay per view. This is just a weekly show on NBC that airs every Saturday night. So it was a really pay per view quality spot. Really nice suplex. But that's my favorite part of the match. Other than that, it was an okay match. So 3 stars for that. I think Hogan wins, of course. Next match was from Kurt Angle's DVD. I forget what it's called. Kurt Angle Champion or something. I don't know. But Kurt Angle has a TNA DVD. And this is Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle from Lockdown 2008. And they're in like this. They're like a steel cage. But really, they didn't use the cage at all in this whole match. It was just there for like decoration. But because they're in a cage, it felt like a UFC fight. And they were wrestling like it was a UFC fight. So it was kind of cool. Like it was like a UFC fight on a wrestling pay-per-view. But it was really like fun to watch, very interesting. You do a lot of MMA stuff. Definitely felt more like an MMA match than a wrestling match. But I thought it was very entertaining. I think Samoa Joe won, and I gave it 4 1/4 stars. I thought it was a really good match. Next match, Mysterio and Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton at SmackDown, April 7th, 2006. And first thing I want to mention about this match is like before the match starts, Rey Mysterio got like Eddie chance, and I guess wasn't really didn't know much about the storyline back then, but I think I remember Orton like made a bad comment about Eddie Guerrero, and then like Rey Mysterio was like Eddie's friend, so I guess the crowd was chanting Eddie as a way to honor Rey Mysterio. It's a way to honor Eddie, even though Rey Mysterio's in the ring. But I kind of found it annoying. Like, why are they chanting Eddie for Rey Mysterio? And then that kind of makes me feel like, that's how, like, when I see AJ in the ring and she gets all these CM Punk chants, maybe in like 10 years, people are going to see an AJ Lee match and they're going to wonder why the hell are they chanting CM Punk. So people find CM Punk chants annoying during AJ matches. I can see their point now because I didn't get the Eddie chants at Ray. didn't seem to make sense to me. But this match, so for World Heavyweight Championship, Ray was the champion, and I thought it was a good match, but it wasn't like, it felt like a very good like TV match, very good like match you would see in SmackDown, because that's what it was. It was a SmackDown match, but it wasn't like they gave away a pay-per-view match for free. It felt like a really good SmackDown match. It felt like a match for TV. Didn't feel like it was pay-per-view quality. Didn't feel like WWE gave away a match for free. So getting 3.5 stars was a very good match. Just wasn't like classic or great or anything, in my opinion. Next match, this was a pay-per-view match. This was against Old Odds 2005 TNA from the Best of X Division Volume 1 DVD. TNA, I think that's what it's called. And it's AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels, 30-minute Iron Man match. And I gave it 4 stars. And it was a really good match. 30 minutes can be kind of long, but didn't feel too long. Actually, I thought it was a really good match. It went actually a little bit over 30 minutes because there was sudden death. They finished like in a tie. But I thought it was a really good match. It wasn't like 5-star quality, but definitely 4 stars. Really good. I don't see many bad AJ Styles matches. He's really good. And Daniel's a good wrestler too, so this is a good 4-star match, I think. So next match, I got 3 matches to go. I got from the Stone Cold Truth DVD. It's Ric Flair and Arn Anderson versus the Hollywood Blondes, Steve Austin and Brian Pillman. It's from Clash of the Champions. I always say Clash of Titans when I try to say this. No, it's Clash of the Champions, number 13. This is from June 16, 1993. I gave this 3 and 3/4 stars. Almost gave it 4 stars, but it wasn't quite a 4-star match, and they had a bad ending where I think Barry Windham comes in and interferes and ends in DQ, and I can't give 4 stars to a match that ends in DQ. I mean, I could if I really liked it, but I didn't like this match too much, and that DQ finish is really made it easy for me that I knew I was gonna give this 4 stars. A 3 and 3/4 stars. Good rating. Almost gave it 4 stars, but not quite. But yeah, good match. Had good moments in it, but it just wasn't consistent enough for me to give it 4 stars. Got kind of boring at some parts. Okay, next match. It's a new DVD that I just got, the Paul Heyman DVD, and I had never seen this match when it happened. So I feel, hey, this is a good match to watch. CM Punk versus Curtis Axel and Paul Heyman from Night of Champions 2013. So this is kind of like appropriate. We just had Night of Champions last night. This is from Night of Champions 2013. Punk versus Axel and Heyman. It's a handicap no disqualification match. And so I gave it 3.5 stars. And the reason why this match works is because it's a good story. You think on paper, CM Punk versus Curtis Axel and Paul Heyman should sound like a boring match. I mean, if you watch this match 10 years later, you see a match on paper, you think okay, Curtis Axel is a nobody. Well, probably I'm guessing 10 years from now he probably will be remembered as a nobody, even though he probably should be more than that. And Paul Heyman's a manager, so you're thinking oh, this match is probably bad or stupid. But it was actually a really good match because of the story. I guess anybody could play Curtis Axel's part, but the fact that CM Punk had to beat Curtis Axel to get to Paul Heyman, and that whole thing worked out pretty good. And somehow Paul Heyman actually won the match despite being handcuffed because Ryback came out and speared Punk through the table. It was actually a really good match. It wasn't 4 stars or anything, but it was very entertaining. I wasn't bored of this match at all. Very fun to watch. CM Punk, he could make any match at least watchable. That's what I love about Punk. He doesn't have any boring matches. Even matches that look like they're not gonna be they're built to fail. They're not they're not gonna be 5-star classics, but he finds a way to make them fun to watch. This is one of them. And my last match I saw, try to save the best for last. So I got a CM Punk match on this week. I also got a Bryan Danielson match on this week. It's from Bryan Daniels' Ring of Honor DVD, American Dragon. It was Bryan Danielson versus Samoa Joe at Midnight Express reunion on October 2nd, 2004. And this match disappointed me really much. It was like a 39-minute match, and I felt maybe it was kind of too long because it happens. Give 3 and 3/4 stars. I thought it was just disappointing. Maybe it was a short. You give 25 minutes to be perfect, but I just wasn't getting into it. It was too technical, and I don't know why I didn't like it. I just didn't. And I felt like if I gave it 4 stars, I'd be like, you know, giving it 4 stars because of who's in the match. I don't want to do that. So I gave it 3 stars and 3 4 just because I just couldn't give it 4 stars. It felt like a match. I really like a match to give it 4 stars. I just didn't like this match too much. It wasn't a bad match. There was a lot of good parts in it. I enjoyed it, but just didn't feel like a 4-star match to me, and felt just a little too long, 30 minutes. But people like other people I read some reviews, they said it felt like it didn't feel like long at all. But I disagree. It felt long. It felt like 39 minutes. It just I just think that a little disappointing. I wish maybe it was a little bit like 10 minutes shorter. That might have helped. Maybe if it was a little less technical. I thought it was a little bit too technical. I don't know. Hard to explain why I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. You know, it's too bad because I thought this was going to be one of my favorite matches of the week, and it barely made a top 5. And speaking of the top 5, here's my top 5 for the week. My top 5 matches of the week is number 5, Bryan Danielson versus Samoa Joe. Number 4 was Ric Flair and Arn Anderson versus Brian Pillman and Steve Austin. Number 3, AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels. Number 2 match of summer, Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe. My favorite number 2 match of the week. This is all top 5 matches of the week this week. Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe, Lockdown. And my number 1 match of the week, my favorite match this week, it was an ECW match I liked. Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka. I should have done more ECW matches this summer. I only think I reviewed like maybe 1 or 2 matches. I think it was like 2 matches I reviewed. Maybe I reviewed 3, I don't know. But the only thing I reviewed like a couple, so I should have reviewed more. This was my favorite match of the week. So that's my top 5. And you know what? Usually I give my top 5 of the summer. But you know what? Since this is the last week, I have a special video coming up next week. It's going to be my top 25 matches of the summer. Where I take all the matches I saw, put them in the top 25, give you the top 25, and tell you, and you'll find out what's in the top 5, which is the top match of the summer. And you know what, instead of announcing the top match today, I'm going to hold up for the next video. So, next video, my last video of the series is going to be the top 25 matches. And I already know the top 25 matches because I've been updating the standings the whole summer. And I'll tell you, these top 25 matches are like really good. You know, and all those matches I've never seen before until this summer. So it's going to be a good list. So you got to check out that video next week. Top 25 matches this summer. And it's going to be an awesome list. And you'll find out which match won match this summer. So, thanks for watching Summer Wrestling. I've watched all my matches. 94 matches. Last day of summer. This started back in June. It's over now. No more Summer Wrestling. But come back next week and you'll see my top 25 matches of summer. Thanks for watching. Bye.